never ceased to stop. It never ceased to be drama. It never ceased to amaze me, and I know you too. You always wait what's next in the Kenyan's political scenes. It has never been peaceful or restful, since the election. We thought that after 2022 elections, things were going to calm down, and we are going to have a government that is going to, work to, deliver the promises that they promised. But anyways, it is where we are right now. It is what we decided for ourselves. Anyways, but today I woke up and then met up some news, which is very interesting. 4 leaders: former President Kenyatta, current President Dr. William, the current Deputy President Professor Kindiki, the former impeached President, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, on the same venue. Since the Gen Z protest, and since the most controversial impeachment of the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. I don't think politics is something that happens coincidentally, or it happens just because it's happening. I think everything that happens in politics, every event, every process, in one way or the other, is always planned. I believe that every political thing is scripted. So, did they coincidentally found themselves on the same venue, or did they not? Which means, did they plan it to be? Did they plan to be there, all of them together today? It is something I'm waiting to see, because I don't think that they really decided, they really coincidentally found themselves there. And if they did, what a coincidence. But I will be a fool to believe that, and you too will be a fool to believe that. And so that makes me think that they organized it, and they decided, they called themselves and said, hey, we're going to be in the same church today and ensure that you're there. Then that makes me ask myself questions. What is it this time? Because we've had chaotic political momentum since the historic Gen Z protest in June. It was protest, and then after that, the president got shaken, and then he clears out his cabinet, he sends them home, and then brings them back, and then after that, they reorganize the cabinet, and Raila, gets into the government, and then after that, we see Deputy President Gachagua getting impeached, and then he gets impeached, and then now things is on a bit of low momentum now. But again, we are seeing Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president, which by the way this administration has been anti to. We're seeing Deputy Gachagua, who is bereaved right now because he was impeached, obviously, and the 2 top leadership of the administration. So what's next? What are they planning right now? What is next now? Because I'm tired of waking up and seeing politics. In the news, it's always about politics. Politics, that Ruto did this, Gachagua said that, Kindiki did this, Raila said this. It's always politics in this country. Can we get something new? So things like this. And so I just don't know what's happening. I wish these leaders could be meeting and discussing how we have, health crisis right now. Right now, SHA is not yet working, though the government is convincing us that he's going to work, and that's a good plan, which, by the way, might be true. But the thing is, it's a failure as of now, and there's a lot of missteps they made while planning for this thing, and it's not working. I wish they were meeting to discuss how we have, grievous public issue right now, which, by the way, the government has not been talking about for the recent months. I wish they were meeting to talk about how our projects are stalling, and implementing projects in a manner that will actually benefit our people. I wish they were meeting to talk about, issues with coffee, which is a really, really problematic thing right now. There are reforms stuck in parliament that are supposed to be passed. They have not been passed because our MPs are seriously discussing things that are not of importance and things that are not helping us right now. So clearly, I don't know what's happening. But the thing is, it is what we decided for ourselves. Maybe this is just a form of punishment that God is descending onto us, saying that you guys, next time, you better make better choices and make better decisions, because these are serious things that, matters to your life. When you're going to the ballot box, when you're going to the voting booth, you should be having a moment of silence, just to think about what you're going to do, just to think about who I'm going to vote for. What is it that he has told me or asked that he's going to do A, B, and C? Is this person trustworthy? Is this person, can he be able to deliver whatever he's been he promised us to do. It is something that we've seen in the past where people are voting people just because of, excitement, or just because, they feel like that person is speaking too good, or they feel like that person is coming from this tribe, or this person we share the same name with. I'm telling you that is going to stop. And by the way, we appreciate what happened in June, because I think for the first time Gen Zs and all Kenyans were united on a good cause. And the cause was that they are concerned about their leadership. They're concerned about the leadership of their country. They're concerned by how the consequences of the decisions they made is really, catching up with them. How I wish this thing could continue that way. I wish that people will just, in 2027, will just stand up and say, we are tired. All of us, we are tired by this leadership. And by the way, if you feel that this guy or this administration has delivered in your perspective or in your opinion, sure, vote for him, right? But I do not think that the majority of people will end up that way. I know the majority of people feel like this administration, in a way, has failed policy-wise, because I think there's this disloyalty to policy. If you go to countries like China or Vietnam, or even Germany, or even countries like US, these countries, they're so loyal to policies. That's why when you vie, or when you stand up and say that, hey, I want to vie for office, they always ask you, what is it that you're going to do? What are the policy issues? And that's why you see in the United States, it is because of it's because of lacking of issue focus oriented, or lack of policy oriented sort of campaign. It is what made, the Democrats lose in these elections, because they do not have any policy plan for the issues that Americans were facing now, or are facing now. Issues like immigration, issues like the border, issues like, the economy and inflation. These things were lacking in their campaigns, were lacking in their campaign policies and their policies. And so that's why they really actually failed. Not because Kamala Harris is such a bad person, or because Biden was such a bad person, or because Democrats are villain. No, it's because they lack policies. And that's right, how I wish that we will be like that our political scene, our political decisions will be influenced more with policies, or with ideas that these politicians have, rather than just the traditional things that we look at, things like the eloquence, things like tribe or it's just very disgusting. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think this is not a coincidence. These guys are planning something new, and we do not know what it is. I think we'll just have to wait and see what happens next, because I don't believe in politics there's something like, hey, we met here coincidentally, and so let's just grab some coffee. It is, we planned it, and so we are here. And everything happens as a communication. Like right now, the event that just happened and them converging together, perhaps is something big coming. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just form of, hey, Gachagua, we're sorry for you, and you see even the former president is here, or hey, Ruto, or hey, Uhuru, Kenyatta, and Gachagua, we're really sorry to the mountain. We're really sorry, and I don't know what it is. I'm trying to think of everything, but I know you're thinking of something. If there's anything you're thinking, please drop it in the comment. And as you drop that, ensure that you subscribe and you like, and you put on that notification button on, so that you always ensure that you do not miss any update that come from this channel, because I believe there's a lot of things that we have to talk about. Bye. See you in the next video.